So we went from Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and now Tom Holland. Hmm, it's a nice little trend we got there. Hi, I'm Francis Beau, and welcome to Beau Talk, and we've got a lot to talk about regarding the web-slinger Spider-Man. Now, we gotta first talk about, obviously the big news that happened is they officially announced who is going to be the new Spider-Man for the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Sony. It is official that it is, in fact, that everyone predicted, it is definitely not Mr. Butterfield. It is Tom Holland. Now, how do I feel about Tom Holland? Well, I have not seen any of his work, so I don't really care about this all that much. I have not seen his work, or nor do I really care about about his work. But I look at this guy and I could see being Spider-Man. I could definitely see him being Spider-Man. I hope that he could make a good Spider-Man, and hopefully that this works for him, and it works for Sony, and it works for Marvel, and it works for us. That's just me. So there's that. And I look at him and I can see the part. That's mainly what I'm mainly basing my opinion on. Is can I see the guy in the web slinger costume? And yes, I could see it. Now, this is the same thing I said when I saw Paul Rudd as Ant-Man. I was saying, that's a weird casting. I don't know if I can see him as Spider-Man. Spider-Man. I don't know if I can see him as Ant-Man, but you know what? I saw the trailers and stuff like that, and I see him being Ant-Man. And, the movie's coming out in a few weeks, so I'll base my opinion also on that. So, you know what? I'm going to see what happens, because I've said a lot of other actors who don't look the part and have turned out to be really good, like Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, or who else? Remember way back then, Hugh Jackman as the Wolverine, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. We've all said it, okay? We've all said it, okay? And these guys turn out to be really, really good. So hopefully Tom Holland brings it, and hopefully he, the pressure's on for this guy. He's got a lot of shoes to fill. Okay, he's got to bring it in his new movie. The pressure's on, Tom Holland. You're going to be going through a lot in your movies. You've got to really bring it. Same thing like how Andrew Garfield was cast as Spider-Man. I told him that he's got to bring it also. So you've got to bring it, dude. I want to see a perfect performance for Spider-Man. I want to see at least some Spider-Man. I want to see him being the Goofy. I want to see him being the Spider-Man that I grew up with. I don't want to see Tobey Maguire, sobby Spider-Man. I don't want to see Andrew Garfield. I'm happy, but then I'll go back to thinking about my girlfriend, and I want to be Spider-Man. Girlfriend, Spider-Man, girlfriend. I don't want to be that. I want to see the Spider-Man. I want to see, your usual Spider-Man. I want to see that. So, hopefully you can bring in hopefully you'll be a good Spider-Man. So, I have a lot of faith in you, so bring it. So, for those who are not knowing what we're talking about, let me run it down for you a little bit quickly here. Marvel and Sony worked a deal that Spider-Man could be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because of that, Sony had to reboot their Spider-Man franchise, tearing out any plans for Amazing Spider-Man 3. I think a Sinister 6 movie is still in the works, so there's that. Because of this, they had to recast the Spider-Man, and we got Tom Holland, and the deal also meant that Spider-Man is going to get a solo movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that he'll make an appearance in a Marvel movie. And speaking of which, let's get to our next topic. So now that we have a casting for Spider-Man, people have already speculated that, or already saying that Spider-Man's going to be in Captain America Civil War. Now, I am here to say it again. They have not officially said it. Marvel has not come out and said, yes, Spider-Man is going to be in Captain America Civil War. Now, here is something that else was a rumor, and I think it could be true. People have been saying that Spider-Man will be appearing in Captain America Civil War as a cameo. Now, could that happen? Yes, I can see that happening, but I don't know. I mean, it's really, really hard because they just cast him. They probably cast him like a week ago, but they just announced it. Do you really think they're going to be like, boom, he's already off to Captain America Civil War. He's already going to filming. They're not going to do that. No, they just announced it. Okay, maybe like in a week or two. Oh, I almost said Wikipedia. That in a week or two, we're going to get an announcement if he's going to be in Captain America Civil War or not. He might just be there for a cameo. We don't know. So, if he's there for a cameo, I think it would not matter because really, I don't think he's needed. We already have a lot of superheroes. We got Iron Man, Captain America. We got new Avenger team. We got Black Panther, and we got Black Widow. We've got a lot of people in this movie. Okay, so I think it's really crowded, and I don't think that if it were a cameo appearance, it'd make total sense because it's really big. I don't think that there'd be any space to put him in. So yeah, I just don't think that he would fit in anywhere because it just seems a little bit filled, and I think it's a little bit too late to put him in there because so there's that. I mean, I like it that I like that Tom Holland has been casted as Spider-Man. If it is going to be a cameo appearance, I do not mind it, but for me, I'm saying that it might not happen because it's already filmed and they're already filming. I don't think that they're just going to drop a Spider-Man right there. So we'll just see what happens. Just wait for maybe 2 weeks and we'll get an announcement because that's just how Marvel works. They'll just pop an announcement just like that. So there's that. So there's that. There is that. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So that's it for this Beau talk. What do you guys think of the new Spider-Man? Do you guys like that Tom Holland's being the new Spider-Man? And do you think Spider-Man will still have? Do you still have hope that Spider-Man will appear in Captain America: Civil War? Let me know in the comments below. And that is it for this video. And in my next Beau talk, we have got to talk about more about Civil War because that movie just doesn't want to leave. It just wants to get bigger and bigger.